we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get faced that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Of all the things to keep an eye on here in opening week, one of the more interesting things is how this young man will handle the transition from college to the pros. We'll see how he adapts to life as a rookie middle linebacker in the NFL. It's the Jaguars going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. A few moments introduced, and this unit will be in for a stern test. Davis, you look at these two teams, big changes in the offseason for both, really. Defensively for the Texans, gone is Brock Osweiler, but back J.J. Watt.
And nothing but positive changes for both teams. Jacksonville's accumulated a lot of talent in the last 3 to 4.
Here it is, the first NFL carry for Leonard Fournette, dancing away at the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On play action, now Bortles. A swing pass caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is first and goal, and the Jags last year just 8 rushing touchdowns, second fewest in the NFL. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete here. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes back.
And sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past.
The Jags getting ready to set up shop on offense. And, Charles, it's a question with them that I feel like we've asked many times before. Is this the year you think that they turn it around? They enter 2017 having missed the playoffs for a 9th consecutive year.
And until Jacksonville answers that question affirmatively with a playoff run and a playoff appearance, we keep asking that question, and rightfully so. Look, they've had excellent drafts over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, most of that on defense. This year, they tried to hit it on offense to try and help out their young quarterback, Blake Bortles. They went with Leonard Fournette, the big runner out of LSU. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They want to control the ball a little bit more, and they think if they can do that, play better on offense, they can make a run in the AFC South.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield? Update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. Josh McCown, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. DJ Reader. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, here's Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, with 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is he?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. Bortles trying the option to the right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback at 14.
Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Bortles to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. From the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ben Koyak from 6 yards away. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
Guys, you might want to try throwing it.
That's complete right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board.
And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw is Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern.
The Jaguars getting set to go. On 1st down, Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bortles. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Bortles now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Throwing now is Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet.
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
There we go now. Green.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. It's caught right side of turns. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Bortles. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Time for a break. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Bortles. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw is Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. And the Bills have wound up winning that football game. Tyrod Taylor, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. And partner, this first week, this first game.